back to my vinyl reviews. Today we're going to go over Joy Division's Closer and the Love Will Tear Us Apart EP, which I'll do after. So this is the second and last full-length album by rock band Joy Division, post-punk band. Sadly, I believe it was only like 2 weeks after this album came out that Ian Curtis would take his own life. And God bless his soul. He was a troubled soul. And just as a quick side point, a lot of the greatest artists and greatest musicians, artists, whatever you want to call them, are troubled souls. Like, for me, the king of psychedelic music is Syd Barrett, who launched Pink Floyd, and his solo career is very psychedelic heavy. And Ian Curtis is the greatest post-punk, that sort of era of music. He was the best in the business at the time, better than The Cure, better than any of the other bands. And he would sadly, Nirvana's Kurt Cobain, brilliant man, brilliant artist. Nirvana, fantastic band. It's just something to think about. And Elvis, I know Elvis didn't take his own life, but he died. Well, he died in his 40s, I think, which is still way too young. He would have been 85 this year. Sorry, weird rant. But Joy Division's Closer on Factory Records. Now, I love this album cover. And actually, this was the first Joy Division album I picked up because I knew of Unknown Pleasures, but this album cover, it drew me in then. And I like the sleeve. Now, this is the one. So this one doesn't have a side 1, side 2 label anywhere. It's just not, I'll show you. Shoot. I'm actually going to stick this on when I'm finished filming. Come on, you can... It's not working. This camera's not working for me today. Sorry if you can't read that. It's not focusing. But the only way you can tell that this is side 1, because it has 5 songs on it, you have to count the grooves instead of the 4 songs on the other side. So the album starts with Atrocity Exhibition, which, what a name for a song in itself. Fantastic. And actually, a more recent trap artist had named his album after this song, but that's besides the point. Atrocity Exhibition has just fantastic vocals and lyrics from Ian. I'm getting distracted, but in the last video I was talking about, I think I mentioned Ian Somerhalder, he was in Vampire Diaries. So I think I've been saying that wrong, but don't worry. Atrocity Exhibition is such a perfect way to open the song. And the opening lyrics, this is the way, step inside. It's like Ian Curtis knew how to start an album. That's just perfect. I love the drumming. I love his vocals, the lyrics, perfection. And then Isolation has these really heavy but still washed out synthesizers. Very just wavy, and I love the way it starts and how fast it is as well. It gets straight in there. Passover, fantastic lyrics, great drumming, great guitar work. Colony, it's fantastic. In this call, and the way he sings his vocal refrain on the chorus, where he sings this colony. Obviously, I sound like Ian Curtis, but just perfection. And then we have A Means to an End. Again, lyrics, just perfection. I like the lyrics. He's talking to his mum, and he says he's ashamed of the things he's been through, and he's ashamed of the person he is. He needs to find his destiny before it's too late. And how he talks about in his lyrics that therapy doesn't really help him, and it's quite dark in a way when you think about what Ian Curtis would do. And these just amazing lyricist. Fantastic. So side two starts with Heart and Soul, which has a uh, really fantastic bass line. That's the word. Just brilliant. Absolutely love it. Then 24 Hours again. Just sorry everyone, I was interrupted. I really get annoyed in this house. You have no idea. 24 Hours again. Great bass line, great guitar work. I absolutely adore it. And now, the last two songs on this album are my two favourite Joy Division songs of all of them, and two of the greatest songs of all time. So we start with The Eternal, which is just, I believe, this is a funeral song. It starts, the opening lyrics on The Eternal are about a funeral procession through the streets, and the guitar work and the washed out synthesizers are just so eerie and beautiful. The story behind this song is Ian would walk past a park and see a child with Down syndrome playing, and then in a few years' time he would walk past the same park and see that child now grown up but still playing like a child. And the lyrics are about being cursed with something where you you're getting older but inside you're still young. And so the whole song is about Down syndrome in a way, which I'm in no way I can't talk about Down syndrome. Obviously it's a complicated situation, but the song is about that, and about someone stuck in this curse of never getting older mentally. It's just so beautiful, and I just, jeez, just amazing. I can't believe it. And then fucking Decades has just an amazing drum beat and bass line and guitar. Again, the band just fucking aced it. Just amazing. And I love the lyrics about putting your trust in someone who would then take that trust and throw it away, which right now I'm dealing with myself. So it's helpful, it's great. The Ian's vocals are just amazing, and the way he sings that line, I put my trust in you, he really goes low, and it's just perfection. So I know most of you have heard Unknown Pleasures, but if you've never heard this album, Closer, you should definitely go and give it a listen, because it is great. And pardon me. And lastly, if I can find it, we have Love Will Tear Us Apart. This one, I don't think this is the original release, but it comes with Love Will Tear Us Apart original version, which is an amazing song with the piano and the melody is just superb. It gets stuck in your head, and the lyrics are fantastic. We have Transmission, which is a very, very fast punk rocker song about dancing to the radio. These Days is fantastic. Atmosphere is completely different from every other Joy Division song, with just these synthesizers and these dark, gloomy vocals. And then Love Will Tear Us Apart again. They're all for Baker remix, but I'll get it out. It's on a really nice clear vinyl, which is great. And then I like the sleeve, because you put it back in and it makes it look like it says Love Will Tear Us Apart, which is just a mini thing. So just for example, just to tell you, I've got all 3 albums that I've just reviewed, because I filmed these videos in succession, all over that bed. Anyway, thanks for watching. Definitely go listen to Joy Division. Definitely check out Closer. So after Closer come out, Ian would sadly take his own life, and then the rest of the band members would go on to form New Order, which I only found out quite recently that it's the same, not the same band, but when Joy Division formed, they agreed that if someone quit the band, it was over. The Joy Division was finished. They agreed it was a group thing, they all had to be there, so they would form a new band called New Order and go on to do new wave and more pop oriented stuff in the 80s, which I like New Order. I don't have any of their albums yet, but maybe I will. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next episode. Take care, everyone.